Welcome back to the Simulation. This time we are a little more, fucking hell, a bit more illiterate. Is it illiterate? Or is it literate? Illiterate is like the negative thing of it, right? So yeah, we are a little more literate, and I was looking into damage, and I did some test calculations and stuff, and I came up, like, maybe the reason, of course, the reason why we don't deal that much damage is because of resistances of the enemies, and I need to do this better. So what I'm gonna do is basically reduce the resistances of the enemies. But how do we do that? There are only one way actually that makes it possible, which is curses. And I'm not looking for cures. That's interesting. A curse and a cure both start with almost the same thing. So we got the projectile weakness. We don't use projectiles, don't we? Because all targets in an area, making them easier to pierce, and so on and so forth. Like the highest-ish I could get with elemental bonuses and stuff. Like this is for physical stuff. That's some curse that you would need for physical things in general. But what I need is also, okay, let's talk about this one afterwards. So Orb of Storm, Righteous Fire, no, that's not it, not it. What I'm looking is a curse that look at that. Now this stuff comes into play fairly well. Because that one, the problem about this is I can have a free socket and a free socket fairly easily, and also all of this linked. That makes it very very nice, very powerful. But if I would have a a staff here, then the chances for this to actually have 5 links, we know that 5 links are very rare, at least on body armor. I don't really know about these two-handed weapons, but actually having a 5 and a 6 socket should be easier to do than a body armor, like 6 socket at least, because you can have 6 sockets and gems easily, so it should be the same with the same rarity factor, with the same chance basically. Like you use a jewel orb to change the numbers of sockets there, and it should have the same ish occurrence. Like let's say, actually it should be as often as 2 free sockets. There's just one thing that comes into mind. This is the linkage, and this should on the weapon be a little different than for the rest, I think. Of course, like having 2 links, like the links itself, not 3 links anyway. So that if you combine all of those together, it's 1 set. On the where is this thing? This is a 5 link. That's a 4. I tried it with the stuff, to be honest, and I only got a 5 socket after maybe 20-25 gems, and I tested it again, and there was this, of course, again. So it doesn't seem that a 6 socket two-handed weapon is that easy to get, because you effectively lose a socket to put stuff in, like either an aura or like something to level in between. So it makes it, you could use like 1 spell and make it very, very powerful, but because this game is only oriented for 1 spell at a time, so like in order to maximize your damage, you have to decide how do you want to do your damage. Do you want to do it with elemental? What kind of element do you want? Do you want to use physical damage? Do you go for like melee attack, ranged attack? What kind of thing do you want? Because if you split the damage types too far, or like too broadly, then okay, there's always a little bit of damage, little bit of damage, little bit of damage. Together it makes a whole bunch of stuff. But because enemies have resistances associated with it, and of course you have to go through these resistances every single time, like this is not powerful enough. There's no. That's the whole issue. This is maybe the whole reason why there are so many single, like what you see most of the time is like a movement skill being spammed, so you can go from A to B fairly quickly, so you can find like magic creeps and rare creeps and stuff. And then there is the damaging ability that's been cast in between the movement, which is usually very strong. And like for a specific purpose. And then there are the utility buffs, like other thingies, whatever comes to mind, that's active. Yeah. In the meantime. So, yeah, what I want to say is, how do we make do damage with like two one-handed, like shield and one-handed weapon? So yeah, damage of course comes from the 5 link, or maybe possible 6 link at some point. So yeah, this is our damaging spell there, and will be supported by yeah, this is just some nice chest and like crate destroying spell, like this was the main use for it. And this one here, that part here, that will be the curse thingy, because I thought about it, and curses seem to be very powerful. That's the reason why I'm looking for curses right now, so finally get to a point. Now what do curses do? Curses reduce the resistance of the enemies, and enemies themselves also have the same cap, I hope. I actually did not read up on like resistance caps on enemies. Anyway, like this one for example here, that curses enemies and they have 34% to elemental resistance lost. So yeah, minus 34% just down the drain. This is basically 50% of their resistance is gone now. This is only a level 15 spell. It can have up to 39% plus a bonus 5 from the quality. So if this wouldn't have a 20 quality, then it would end up with a 44% elemental resistance reduction. Then there's also another spell, which is yeah, I think I had this one and the curse on hit together. There's just one problem. If I take this, the curse on hit, and this one here, I would waste 2 slots on my damaging ability for this. Of course, the damage would be there. It would just be offloaded from a like deal more damage to a enemy can receive more damage kind of thing. Which, okay, the numbers are then slightly higher, because like if I deal more damage but still there's 50% taken, that means every bit of damage that I deal more can actually be halved. So because of, let's say, 50% elemental resistance, or like maximum 75. So much to that. Then there is the, I have this twice, interesting. I don't know. No, this is the specific one. Yeah, exactly. So this is just for fire stuff, and then there's like cold and lightning and all the other things like punishment even, which is for physical. And then we got something for the slow and stuff. Yeah. So if you could have 2 curses active, but for 2 curses to be active, you need something on the top left. Where was it? This maybe? No. There's something about curses. It was top somewhere. No. This one? No. It's a slightly bigger keystone, which utilizes or like buffs curses. Where are the bloody curses? Come on. Like, this is corruption chaos damage. This is, there we go. Whispers of Doom. There was the one. Okay, so it's not a big one, it's a smaller one, and this one gives you the ability to add an additional curse onto enemies, because they can have a maximum of 1 curse at a time. So just at the start of it, at least, take 1 curse, increase it. You don't really need increase. Okay, maybe increased effect. Yes. Duration, not so much, because what I want to do is use the curse as an aura. So the strength of the of our totem skill is still there, but it will be supported by an aura because we stand close to the totems. we put the curse on the enemies because of the aura. At least one, because I need some points to get that. And increase cast speed. Yeah, I don't need cast. Come on, really? Okay, that path is really stupid. Like, you get curse duration. It's an aura. It's permanent. It has no bonus duration. Effect is good, so we go to the right, we waste 2 additional points, plus this one to start it off with, and then there's cast speed for curses. Okay, like if I put the use a curse on hit thing, that's not useful because it will be cast immediately. And then there's duration. Okay, duration will be the only good thing if it's used by a trigger jump, but come on. Oh, that is so stupid. Like, if you use curses in between the spells, so you switch it up every so often, that's good, but come on. We do it for convenience sake, come on. We can't have that many buttons, can't we? And also that one would just waste mana in between fights, and then we have to recharge it over and over and over again. That's not good. So, yeah, I need to take away some points to get that one, but... Or at least, wait, how many points do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need 4 level ups. Not going to happen today, is it? But that might be a very good idea anyway. So what could I take away? 4 points, 4 points, 4 points for Gryffindor. I could take away this one. And yeah, if I don't take, let's say... yeah, if I don't take Hatred and Herald of Ice, I can use the 70% for 2 auras, which would have 35 all the time, or at least like get sovereignty for the reduced reservation and stuff. That's really good if you want to have multiple curses, so you have a slightly higher mana pool, even for multiple buffs. Totally forgot about that one. Anyway, so what? How much damage does it do? 6,000. Okay, yeah, I had a little rough calculation there. So I calculated with 10,000 damage, with like 8,000 damage and 6,000 damage. And then I just adjusted some like enemy resistances towards it. Like I thought, okay, 10,000 damage and 75% elemental resistance, so it's only 2.5k. Because only 1/4 of damage goes through the resistances. Even I just neglected all the penetration that I have. Like that's at least 3 or like so elemental penetration somewhere. Anyway, let's just ignore that. So it's easier and faster to calculate at least the rough cut, because we are not interested in like 10% increased damage. No, we want like double the damage. So, which is 100%, which is 10 times more. Anyway. So yeah, 10k with a 75% reduction because of the resistances goes to a 2.5k. Then I had a 8k with, let's say, 50% reduction, of course goes to 4k. And then I had a 6k damage reduction, and let's say I would have a enemy resistance reduction by at least 75%, so I would of course deal 6,000 damage. That can happen with 2 curses active, and that would be the best way of doing it. Yeah. So I could, yeah, on the other hand, I could just get 1 buff, 1 curse, and kind of get the in-betweeny thing. So there's just like a, yeah, let's just quickly calculate that. Damn it, I need the numbers again. So let's say there is a, there are 30% resistances still there, and the 30%, damn it, there's the editor. Okay, so we deal, let's say we deal 7,000 damage, so 7k, and there's a 30% reduction, so we multiply this by 0.7. 7 times 0.7 is 7 times 0.7. 7 is 49 something. So yeah, 4.9k would that be? It's still maybe not the best, but it's definitely better than the second worst option, which would be 4. Perfect. So And of course, better than the 10,000 damage per second, which gets reduced to only 2.5 damage. So we almost doubled our damage. Perfect. That should help us against the vault boss. Hopefully. When I can manage to stand close to it. So, then, we don't use the Storm Call, that one could go away. The Spell Echo and Hatred. Yeah. Why does Herald of Ice suddenly have a 32%? And also this one. Interesting. Why are they at 30%? I thought they wouldn't be that strong. Herald of... because of the faster casting, isn't it? So yeah, let's take... actually, this one still has to be there, but I don't want to buff it by that. That would be just so stupid. Yeah, there we go. Let's do it like so. Better, far better. No buffs on here. It's just it just sits there with all buff, and a skill. So, all right, I need to link this. And let's do that real quick. So I need to link this. I do have some link items, but they are not here. And I think I have to go back to get some other nice skills there. Also, I didn't explain why the moment I hovered over Enfeeble, which was there. Okay. So, curses all targets in an area, making their attacks and spells less effective. And how else could you survive better? That would be so sweet. If they deal 21... If they're just 21% less damage, right? That is more than the Arctic armor that's still sitting around there. Come on, where it is? There we go. That is more than the Arctic armor at level... It's probably level 19 somewhere, right? There we go. Yeah, level 19. This is maybe a maximum of like 14% or something. When it's maxed out. It only happens when I stand still, and it's only for physical and fire. Whereas this one just reduces the overall damage by like 21% at level 1 already. So having this as an aura in the meantime is just so much better. On top of that, there's a reduction of critical strike chance, multiplier, accuracy rating. It's not just damage that gets reduced, also like an awful lot more. So it may even be, let's say 30% reduction. It's the rough estimate. It's probably more, but anyway. And there's also the accuracy rating, but I have no idea how that actually goes into the calculation. Like, if accuracy, how does accuracy work? Do you have enough accuracy compared to the evasion? Was it that? Might be. Then you have a... Then you can hit. Like, there's this evade, dodge, hit kind of thingy. Kind of if you do explain, but alright. Not because of that, but I need to read up on that one. But I don't go for an evasion build, so nah. Anyway, where was I? Getting the elemental resistance stuff. Elemental resistance. There are no curses in here, but there's another curse somewhere else. So yeah, that was that. And then there is the elemental weakness. Now there's the big question. Should I go for a 20% quality for all elemental resistance and still got a 44% elemental resistance reduction, or should I go for something more specific like this one here, but just for just for cold damage, because that would also increase the chances for freezing and stuff. That's the only thing. That is the only thing. This one here is better for the overall damage. It's just an issue. I deal cold, and the other one is physical. So what I would need to do here is okay, I need vulnerability. Like, is it punishment? Curses all targets in an area, giving them to grant a buff to anyone. Cursed enemies grant 25% more melee physical damage on melee hit. Nah, okay, this is just this. No, there's another one called there's the life leech. Damn it, where's the vulnerability when you need it? Then no, this is the defense stuff. There we go. Cursed enemies take 30% increased physical damage and 20% chance to be maimed. Okay, when hit by attack, so it's like a direct either ranged or melee attack, but no spell. Cursed enemies take 30% increased physical damage from damage over time, which would be bleeding. Cursed enemies have 26% chance to bleed when hit by attacks. Okay, so the majority of bonuses would not be useful on here, but on the other hand, most of my damage here is still cold. Let's just cut it down to like 3k cold and 1k physical. So yeah, the 30% bonus because of the resistance reduction would not impact it that much. So let's just neglect it until we have the 2 curses active, and then we can think about it again. So this was not the linkage one, that was the linkage one, and you got linked. Oh yeah, come on. Linkage, 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 linkage free, link socket. There we go. Could have just tried it anyway, like it's a very high probability, and then 20 link gems and nothing happens. So yeah, that's just another problem. Let's say I would put, actually hatred wouldn't be affected by it, right? Because it's already an aura. And this will be my main source of damage. Damage. Okay, this is like 35% of physical damage is extra cold. So this is double as effective as this one, which is only 15% physical as cold damage. Okay. That's nice and all. On the other hand, that one, okay, yeah, takes also double the amount of mana away. That's the other thing, but it would be at least cold damage. So that's alright. The other one is the use. Yeah, let's look for curse. I need curse and AOE, OE, and support. I think is it? No, I need trigger or support. Blasphemy. That's what it's called. Curse AOE and support. Of course, everything here is. No. Blasphemy is also a blue gem, so it has to be maybe over here, maybe in there, or I have it in one of the earlier characters. It's a blue gem, it has to be in 3 or in... No, okay. So I have to buy this again. Yeah, but because we go for usually just one type of damage, like this one is ice damage. Okay, this is lightning, but I don't deal damage with the sap here. Then I could just try the freezing stuff and be a little more tanky-ish. No, why am I going for enfeeble time? What was the freezing? I think I don't have freezing, don't I? We're gonna need curse and freeze, something like this. Do I have that one yet? Yes, no. Maybe. Nope, I need to take that one. Alright. So, back to the area square. And get the bloody curse. So, we're looking for curse. Alright. So, yeah, vulnerability stuff, warlord stuff, punishment. Like, there's an awful lot of curses here. This was the melee on hit. That's the thing. Cursed enemies grant 25% more melee physical damage on melee hits, so you have to hit them once to get the bonus damage. Then you hit them again, and then the bonus damage comes into effect, so you have to get some attack speed. Cursed enemies grant some life leech, that's actually really good. Some mana leech on hit. Like, again, if you have Warlord's Mark and this in an aura, and you just hit them, you... Wait a second. And enemies have also 21% chance to grant an endurance charge when slain. Okay, you have to kill them first, because enemies have an additional 10% chance to be stunned. Very nice. And have also a reduced stun and block recovery, which means if they get stunned, yeah, they don't recover as fast. Like, that's a nice synergy for this. with like high attack speed builds. Because you leech life, you leech mana, you stun them continuously. There are some enemies that can't be stunned, but yeah, let's ignore that. What about this one? Supported, non-curse, aura, skills have 20% increased effect. Okay, but yeah, non-curse aura skills. That would be really good with hatred to get. So let's say I would not use the Herald of Ice or the Arctic Armor, so I could put that just up here, or the Herald of Ash. I just have that here because I want to have that one at level 20. So, yeah, projectile weakness, poacher's mark, temporal chains, this one, this one, this one. What does that even do? Reduced effect of curses against players. Curses all targets in an area, slowing them and making effects on them expire more slowly. 40% reduced effect of curse against players. Okay, so it's not that effective in PvP. Okay, cursed enemies are slower, and other effects on cursed enemies expire a little slower. Good, like burning and bleeding and everything else. Oh, that is so mean. Okay. Anyway, now we get everything what we need. We get the Assassin's Mark, which also gets you bonus power charges, kind of like the Endurance charge bonus. Again, cursed enemies grant so and so much life when slain, and this one was the this is the when hit thing, and this is the when slain thing. But this is a separate number, and the other one was a percentage of your maximum health and or mana. So, cursed enemies take an additional extra damage for critical strikes, and also they have a higher chance to receive it. Nice one, but okay. This is enfeeble again. There's elemental weakness, conductivity. Yeah, this was the bonus for the lightning stuff. Then we got frostbite. That's the one that we are going for. Then fire resistance. This is for chaos. That's an interesting thing. This one has a minus 25 fire resistance reduction. And this one has a minus 20. So what happened to the 5%? And there's also cursed enemies take 15% increased damage from damage over time. Why? Because chaos damage is mainly associated with poison. So, and it also adds some chaos damage to hits against cursed enemies. That is like, oh. If you poison them already, you deal more damage. Come on. Like there's some nasty synergy on it. So, supported curse spells are cast as auras. That's the one what we need. Let's put this up. Yeah, maybe just down there so that the active ones are on the top. And not flammability, but frostbite. Was I even looking for frostbite? I hope so. Just frostbite. Just so I don't really miss it. Maybe I was looking for... Come on. Yeah, it's not there. So, yeah, I was looking for like freeze and AoE. Something like that, and there's only this aura there. Where is it? Flammability, purity, frostbite. What's purity doing? You and nearby enemies gain bonus. Frostbite, 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 frostbite. Goes in here. Everybody's happy. Perfect. So, take this up here. My guess is that it may even like the fact that I can use it right now. Compared to before was just like some place for gems to be leveled up, but now it is actually useful. That's great. It's just a little issue. I don't have that much space for my gems. Gems are truly outrageous. So we go for hatred. Oh, it's 9. Oh, okay. So my estimated damage might even be a little higher than this. We're not going for like Herald of Ice or this. We're going for, where is it? There we go. Frostbite. Actually, let's put this on here and Frostbite over there. And this one, we just do that. Or, wait a second. Maybe that one. What's that supposed to be? Frostball, Fire Nova Mine. Shame. Yeah, let's just keep it like that. So, and Temporal Giants. Not good. Definitely not good. I have to put some points into like preservation thingy. Or there was this, that's not here. Blood magic is over there. I could actually put another red in here, but which red could that be? Anger, maybe. Yeah, why not? Let's put anger at least to level 19 also. Good. Nice. Let's hope that works. And actually, maybe I could put stun back in there and yeah, put some more damage on this skill. So it's even harder than this. Alright. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh wait. Interesting. The frostbite is shown at the bottom, but it's really interesting. It's not shown at the top left. Why does it have to take that much mana away? Oh, that's too much. Maybe instead of hatred I should go for... because I want to cast things, right? So let's go for Herald of... Oh, that is... shite. The thing is, that would be fire damage, and in order to get better damaging values, I should just get the elemental weakness in there. Oh, come on. Shite. Now the mana is a little better compared to before, but alright. No, let's try out hatred and see if that works or not, and then we can like adjust some points. Alright. What else? Dailies aren't ready yet, and I haven't missed any others yet, right? Good. Even the PvP is finished. Very nice. So, what do we go for? I could go for the city square and finish it, just so I know if it's anyway good. Less effective curses on monsters. Yeah, look at that. Endless armor. Oh god. Okay, yeah. Let's just take that. Let's see how it will perform when the curses aren't as good as they should be. Let's just go in the worst case. That's not the worst case scenario, but it's a bad case scenario. Alright. So 9k and 25% reduction of cold resistance. Oh, wait a second. I'm also interested in the resistance. Come on. Resistance affect the amount of damage taken of specific damage types when all avoidance forms have failed. But yeah, what about enemies? How much do they have? There's a following cap. And then there is a theoretical maximum. There's some other stuff. Some keystones, some items that affect it. Okay. I want to know how high that bonus resistance is on monsters themselves. Oh, come on. There we go. Monsters, how much do they have? Huh. Alright. So, anyway. Oh, crap. But yeah, this one says minus 25%, so it gets reduced by them, like subtracted by that amount, right? It's not times something.
My mana is spent.
Oh, that's a real problem. I can only cast like twice and that's it. Oh shit. Okay, maybe instead of hatred, I could go for that one. Look at that. Six, 5, 6, 9. Okay, that's like just a little bit of difference there, but at least now I can cast and spam stuff. Pretty decent. I just have to find an enemy with some elemental resistance on it. This one resists cold. That's good. But it doesn't seem to be that powerful. Either this or the enemies in here are just way, way, way too weak. Who knows? No. Oh. Oh. Ah. Nice. Let's just stand there. Okay, so at this level I only lose 50% of... Actually, 50% of my health. That was pretty stupid. I only have like 1 life point. Oh wait, and I also need some chromatics. Don't forget those. Okay, damage is there. It's... Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Let's hope I manage to kind of increase damage here. It feels faster. It does feel faster. But is it really faster? I can only know that if I actually test it against the real boss that I have problems with. This can only be the vault. But before I go into the vault, I'm going for like another kind of boss first. Okay, that was a magic creep. That was fairly fast. What is going on? Getting maps upon maps upon maps upon maps upon maps upon... Get the idea? Wait, 3 skills? Blasphemy, Frostbite, Fire Nova. Oh yeah, Fire Nova still... That's not Fire Nova, that is Fire Nova. Oh, but it gets higher and higher and higher, that's great. Frostbite level 4 already, an increase of 3% in the meantime, then 8% increased area of effect of curse skills, supported curse spells, or casters auras. Okay, wait a second. Okay, they are affected right now. I have to get away there to see when the effect ends. No, it ends. Okay, so... Okay, so right there. I have to stand right next to the boss. Otherwise it won't work. But let's say this aura gets better and better and better. Don't know how many percent you get out of it, but let's see. This is at level 3, it's 8%. Maybe you get like 1 additional percent each level. That will result in a... What is it? Okay, that will result in a 25... Oh, I can jump over that. That's nice. Yeah, that would result in a 25% increase of area of effect. I also have some increase of area of effects. Effectiveness, not the range. Because I don't really give a shit about area of effect. But, so Vegan, let's see. Are you any good? Use a skill or me. 1, 2, 3. Fuck! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I wasn't careful enough. Like, that was definitely the wrong thing to do here. Shite. Holy crap. Okay, at least the thing is, I could still finish the mission. What? Oh crap, I lost it. Okay. Crap, I died. Okay, that was I thought bacon. Bacon is powerful. Never forget that. Alright. And this enemy is also powerful. Oh, that's kind of iffy. Okay. Why did I get killed this time? Because it shouldn't have happened.
Welcome.
Sorry. Let's sell this and 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 this. Alright. That should be
I
it.
will see you again.
As you go up there. That's another iceberg. How many icebergs do I have? Okay, multiples. So let's combine all of them. Into another strand. Very nice. So many strand maps. Look at that. So, and a spring. Spring. Okay, I got 3 springs. So let's look for spring right there. There's, yeah, no connection to any other map, so that's alright.
Hello.
So let's up with them.
I will see you again.
And there's a chateau. Chateau is no. Wait, this is the 4. Shahid. There's also another 4. Let's put these up here. Let's put this up there. Yeah, this is a. Yeah, chateau is a 4. So why? This is burial. Oh, okay. Burial chambers. This is another burial chamber. So let's place them close together. All right. We're sorting things out here. Good. That's interesting. I thought I would deal a little more damage and wouldn't die that much, but yeah, you can't have everything. Shite. Now I'm dying here because I may just be a little too greedy here with the damage, because the thing about the aura is I have to get close to them, of course. And when I'm not close to them, then of course the aura wouldn't work. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on! What? Oh, it's ignition. Oh, come on. So stupid. Oh, so stupid. Oh, so come on. Ignition. I don't have a flask against ignition, don't I? I have bleeding, I have freezing, I have something like stun threshold stuff, and shock. But what I need to get rid of is definitely the ignition. Like, I just lost half and I thought, okay, like at some point it has to stop, right? No. The moment the energy shield is gone, I'm dead. Oh, fuck. Funny. Okay, I thought about okay, one is dying. No! Oh, crap. Too much damage happening here. Too much damage. I can't do anything about them. I don't know why, but it's just... They are too difficult.
I must
Fuck.
have time to gather my will.
Okay, that means I need a flask with anti-fire thingy. So let's go with ignition. E-I-G-N. Ignition. Immunity to ignite during the flask effect, and this one. Or we just take this away and reduced fire damage taken while moving, reduced effect of burning ground on you, and